We need to pull up a video of Joe Rogan and we need to scream at him. Enough of this. Enough of this. Let's go to youtube.com. All righty. And what else we have? Oh, the reason things don't improve. Oh, so first off, we have this Nazi music video. Let's play this. This Nazi music video, Timcast, with special guest Phil Laponte.
Do you love getting high, but smoking hurts your lungs?
Yes, sister.
I'm covered. You need to try these.
So first off, he has stolen the name of Conor Oberst's band. And Conor Oberst I like, even though he has done sexual assault, but he is such a small man, it doesn't really count. Oh, wow. Now, listen, it is worth noting that Tim Pool does have a black guy playing bass, so his band is more woke than like 90% of indie bands you'll see. Man, what a powerful guitar riff. Take down the picture. Which one's Phil Labonte? Who's Phil Labonte? I'm gonna Google that. In spite of everything you know. I mean, this is like oppressive colonizer Nazi music. Kind of goes though. I like when it shows the amp settings a second ago. That was good. Oh, Tim's like wearing the guitar and he's about to start playing in a second. For you to tell you something. I am so sure that the black guy playing bass in Tim's band felt really comfortable. Felt really comfortable when they were recording this. Tim was like, hey, would you like to come out to the compound? The black guy goes, compound? Well, I've never had a bad time at any place called that. So Phil Labonte is an American singer from Massachusetts, best known as the lead singer of the metalcore band All That Remains. So are we gonna get some good like, oh hell yeah, dude. No one told me Moonlord is singing backups in this band. Okay. Now, I do think this is great music, and I'll tell you why. Because most rock and roll music steals from black culture in terms of, you know, taking their kind of funk and swing. And Tim has managed to create new kind of rock and roll with no funk of any kind. You can accurately say this is rock and roll with absolutely no black influence. And I know there is one black guy playing the bass, but I mean, seems like kind of a voted for Ben Carson. Okay, so we have this guy coming in. The rest of the band went home. The rest of the band turned around and saw there was a black guy and said, oh shit, we gotta get out of here. We can't be part of this. Oh, is this guy gonna get a guest verse? Hop on the mic, guy from All That Remains. Okay, so we're kind of getting the gist of this. Let's look at the comments here and see what people had to say. Support us, buy now on iTunes, sure. Phil showed up after the show was over. He was all that remained. That's pretty good. Round of applause for that. Is all that remains a Christian thing? I could believe if someone was like, that's in the Bible, they said like, and then Jesus hath gone and said all that remains after 3 days in the womb. I don't know. I don't read the Bible. Oh shit, they're blowing up light bulbs now? Well, this guy's getting into it. So is this guy, the singer from All That Remains, is he actually like singing? I can't even tell. I don't know if they really need 3 guitar players for this song, to be honest with you. That feels like a bit much. At the very end, is he just gonna go like, and then... Now, how were they unable to film with that guy and everyone else? Everyone else in the band lives there on the compound. Like, once you go to the Tim compound, you don't leave Tim's compound. So why? I don't quite get it. Okay, so he didn't seem to... Why is it called Bright Eyes? Damn, they've got a lot of stuff here. Background vocals and harmonies by Ian Crossland. Drums written, recorded, and processed by Pete Parada. Background okay.
got a technical background?
No, I do not know. I will not be playing your advertisement. So it does just say cameo appearance. Like there's not, he doesn't actually sing in this. He just kind of shows up in the video, I guess. Okay, cool. They have all the lyrics right here. Light up to them in spite of everything they threw. Take down the pictures in spite of everything you knew. You can't tease us with a special appearance. We need a metalcore song from you and Eric July. Okay. And then someone just appears to have copied and pasted the lyrics. So that's good. Okay. So it came back in 2000. I like this guy, Liam Franklin, is literally like, why can't we bring rock and roll back to 2003 when rock and roll was the best? What do we got here? Moonlord LMAO. Iggy 12 says it's true. His music is like Nickelback left in the microwave a little too long. How dare you? How dare you appropriate Canadian culture like that? All right, listen, we have to look up Joe Rogan. Just Joe Rogan in general. Let's see if they have him interviewing here. Okay, so first, this is Dan Pina's super success test. So this is going to test if you have what it takes to be part of the 1%, the oppressor class, quite frankly. So we're going to play this and just all collectively yell at it, okay?
Train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night, all day.
Just understand.
Yeah!
They spent $4 billion in the UFC. They're going to want to run it their way. I get that. Incredible investment. I don't know how the fuck they're going to make that money back. How the hell do they make that money back?
They won't.
Oh, Jesus, Dan.
It's not likely.
No?
The way I would do it is I would
Who's
take
this
it
old
public.
guy?
Oh, is that how you make
it's a
your money back?
no-brainer. You heard it here first on Joe's show. Take it public.
And if they take it public,
fix my green screen.
They can make 50% on their money in a week. I mean, a week after they take it public, because the average investor pays up too much. They pay up high multiples.
I'll be honest with you, this is very boring.
A non-liquid.
Why do people watch this?
The multiples are normally
This gets like 1 million views every single episode.
Me talking Chinese.
Okay, if
Well, and it would be funny if Joe had done a Chinese voice there of some nature. But, you know, aside from that.
20 times earnings.
Right, so that means 20 times per annual earnings?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Not really giving me a lot here.
And the investment
Guess just
public
back to yelling.
on the New York Stock Exchange will give you 40 times.
They will?
Yes.
Huh. Why don't they do
Maybe
that
there's
then?
a better Joe Rogan video.
What's the problem with taking things public?
Well, they lose control.
Is there a video of Joe Rogan humping a
It depends on
stool?
how much of the stock are they going to sell?
Right.
They're going to sell.
So stool fucking is really, really funny. Let's see what this is. This video, I understand, and I wish to proceed.
Well, that's another reason why I trust you. I've watched your comedy specials.
Get a fucking pencil and write that shit down. Bitch!
Oh yeah, he's funny. He's actually funny, like seriously funny. And like seriously funny, because you go very dark places very successfully.
How does this work? When he comes, his whole body just erupts.
And it's very funny to watch. It's like, is he really going to do that?
How do you do that? It looks dumb, all right?
Also, it says over here that there's currently 5 people watching, so that's cool.
Hands in the air, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
But that's,
your Kardashian devil is like, that's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And it's dark. You know, that's a good indication.
If there's one person I trust to tell me about comedy, okay, it obviously is Jordan Peterson. He is a very funny man. I'm not sure he understands why he's funny. I'm going to move myself over a little bit. I understand why, but you know, he did start taking benzos, and so he is an addict. You want to go out there and you want to criticize Jordan Peterson because he's struggling with addiction? Do better, sis. Sorry to
That investigation of the shadows, right? You went way in there. What spirit is possessing this manifestation? Satanic spirit.
I mean, I will say that wearing a tuxedo with a bow tie to your Joe Rogan interview is funnier than any stand-up set I've seen in years. So Jordan Peterson does know what he's talking about in a lot of ways.
Crouching on a bedpost.
Yeah.
So funny.
One more time. I'm not that funny, man. I need some help.
I couldn't believe you did it. It's really hilarious.
I'm not that retarded!
Okay. So I think Joe Rogan's kind of killing it, actually. Maybe we like Joe Rogan. Maybe he's cool, actually. Let's see, Joe Rogan workout. Now, I've long said that working out is inherently fat phobic. You want to go to the gym and you want to burn calories because you claim, oh, I need to lose my fat. It is healthier to be fat. I am all for body positivity. So next time you want to go to the gym and you want to lift some weights, instead, eat an entire box of Girl Scout cookies. Presumably the ones filled with peanut butter. Those are the best ones. Tagalogs, I think. Sound off in the comments. If you're watching, sound off in the comments with your favorite Girl Scout cookie. Okay? Iggy12 says there's too many colonizers talking. Exactly. I am broadcasting to you from unceded land in Portland, Oregon. That's right. I am broadcasting to you from a Dunkin' Donuts I broke into, and the owner does not know I am here right now. He has not ceded the land to me. Samoa's, Jimmy Taco says. Jimmy Taco says the dancing Six Flags guy really fell off. Not wrong. Samoas are good. Samoas are like the coconut ones, right? I mean, everyone says Thin Mints, and Thin Mints are fine. I'm not against Thin Mints, okay? But you get the creamy peanut butter. Oh, God, I got to kidnap a Girl Scout troop and make them cook them for me. They make them, right? The Girl Scout troops are just they're like the Keebler elves in this kind of situation. Listen, let's watch a little of Joe Rogan's workout routine. Okay. So this is 2021. This is pretty recent. This is 12 minutes. I don't know how much we'll get through. Maybe all of it. Maybe I'll just sit here and not say anything. Let's just watch this. I'm not commenting anymore. I mean,
fascinated by your general program, like what you're doing all day with all this stuff. Like what's the current Joe program?
Well, I'm always doing something, and in terms of like diet, you mean, or in terms of like
what's
exercise?
The workout? What's the diet? What's the meditation? What's the main tenets of your
day?
Well, my workout, I mean,
here's the thing, though. His exercise seems to be grabbing a kettlebell and standing up, which seems hard, but then you realize he is 4'2".
Have to lift weights.
So it's not like getting that far off the ground. And I'm not insulting.
However I fit.
I'm not insulting the tiny men out there, the short kings. I honor you.
Exceptions or injuries.
But you have to identify as a tall person. Short people are disgusting. And as Randy Newman said, they do not deserve to live. But if you identify as being like 6'2", 6'3", you have my respect.
Then
respect.
The diet is pretty strict in terms of like no bread, very few carbs.
Well, no bread's good.
No sugar, no bullshit.
Jimmy Taco says he's probably imagining, first off, I got to make that to this. Squeaky Bat Boy, and thank you for commenting, Squeaky Bat Boy. You're being quiet, but I'm glad you're out. He said, never had Girl Scout cookies, LMAO. Is that really a LMAO? Is that really worth laughing your motherfucking ass off, quite frankly?
Everything that I
Also, Joe Rogan is saying like firing an arrow is a workout. I'm not 100% convinced that's really going to get you into good shape.
Oil.
Anyway, Iggy12 says the peanut butter patties. You're damn right, the peanut butter patties. First off,
I know that
hamburger patties. Ooh, I was about to say as a joke, like you put peanut butter on a hamburger, then I'm like, actually, that could be good. Actually, maybe I'm never gonna lose weight.
No.
So I like by the way, the music behind this, as if this is like Koyaanisqatsi or something like that. Where it's like just look at, I don't know, just appreciate that music as we see Joe Rogan just.
The best resource. Like I sent.
Why did he film himself doing this? This is weird. Joe Rogan was like, come in here. Okay, and now this guy's not even Joe Rogan.
Sort of an issue.
Now we just have a new guy holding a baseball bat of some nature.
Like, saunas are incredibly effective. I don't know if you ever
just got one.
Okay, well,
like
I mean,
with the UV rays or what is it?
What is it called?
What if the end he goes, I just do HGH.
Yeah,
that's the
we
whole
just got one of
thing.
those.
Jimmy Taco asks, what was that underground bow range? It was huge and empty, which is a weird combo. Yeah, what you have to understand is Joe Rogan, not as a joke, was given $100 million. Spotify gave him $100 million. And even if he paid 50% of it in taxes, and like he didn't, he called Trump, who was president at the time, who gave him a deal. Even if he paid paying half in taxes. That's $50 million that he has
sit down
to do whatever he wants.
Really good for you.
He hires that guy you're seeing right there. That guy just hangs out in that room
for sauna
9 to 5 every day. And they're like, Joe might just show up and kick you. You have to be ready at all times. So he's just playing Wordle on his phone. It's like, oh shit, I got it. I'm here. I'm ready to go.
Of using the sauna at my studio, and supposed to be amazing benefits. Shout out to Dr. Rhonda Patrick for introducing me to the research on the benefits of sauna. But it's 170 degrees in here right now.
Interesting.
Oh shit.
Jimmy Taco says Texas is a 0% state income tax. Much ado about nothing. Yeah, good point.
So far, I just feel hot.
That's true.
But I'm going to try to do this on a semi-daily basis. And
a semi-daily basis. He said that.
Getting sweat my eyes. Day 2 in the sauna. You can't tell a whole lot, I'm sure, from one day's worth of use, but one thing that I did find out, like almost immediately, I've had a bunch of aches and pains.
We don't know this. Joe Rogan also took all of his money and immediately put it into Twitter stock because he knew Elon Musk, who is a colonizer, a cis white colonizer.
I started this one off a little fucked up.
Do you think he does the ball tanning? Iggy 12 asks. I think he invented the ball tanning.
For the podcast.
I think he just goes outside naked and waves his balls at the sun every morning and says, "Come get this, Aztec sun god!
But you're for the song.
Come take my balls!"
In the comments.
And later he goes, "Oh, that's like a thing?
Rhonda Patrick.
That's like a thing we're doing?"
I like it. Got out of here yesterday. I felt great. As soon as I showered off, I just...
Joe Rogan, guys. Joe Rogan.
Phenomenal.
He seems to work out a lot, which I think is, quite frankly, disgusting. So, I don't know. Let's go back. We're done with this.
Shut up and sit down.